Welcome to day 9, already on day 9 of your 20-day flexibility and tension release challenge. Today we are going to be soothing the glutes. So this is such an important area, not just for the glutes, but they really tie into a lot of parts of your lower back. Glutes and hips are really tied together, so by working on our glutes today, we are going to be getting so much of those nice hip lower back benefits. So let's get into it. We are going to start laying down on our back, and we're going to be stretching out the glutes in some different ways, but we're going to start laying down. And I want you to cross your right foot over your left knee. And we're just going to be pulling the knee in, grabbing our hands between the thighs. And I'm just clasping at the back of my left knee here. You can also do on top of the knee, but that feels a little inaccessible for me today. So nice angle with the right leg here. And if you want more sensation, feel free to pull it in a little closer, but I am looking for relaxed arms throughout this stretch. Okay, so we're going to start breathing a little deeper here with that feeling in the right leg. If you want a little more sensation, you can lean your body slightly to the left here. Don't increase the stretch, but let's start nice and smooth today. Starting to breathe a little deeper with that stretch feeling. And that nice release in today's session. So even though I'm pulling with my left hand, my right hand, they are both relaxed. Maybe closing the eyes for a second. Bringing our attention to the right glute and the right leg. Some good breaths here to start. Always starting on a calm note. The body has plenty of space to release and lengthen. Noticing how that stretchy sensation changes over time in our first stretch of today's session. Relaxing the shoulders. Good, just unwind my hands a little bit. I'm going to let my hip drop to the left here, maybe a touch down with the right foot. I'm trying to slightly stretch out my left leg. Guiding my knee down a little bit with my hand in this twisty shape, still focused on the right glute, right side of the right hip. Breathing here when we've found a pose that we can be in for a couple of breaths. So not your deepest stretch ever, but around a 7 out of 10 sensation. Two more deep breaths. Sending it all the way down to your belly. softening that right side, right glute when we exhale. One more. And just guiding the knee back to the middle. Putting that right foot back down onto the mat. Maybe feeling the difference here between both sides, doing some wipers before we get onto the left side. Stretching out that middle part of the body that holds everything together, our area of stability. Crossing left foot over right knee. And again, just bringing it in. It's okay if you want to get up to kind of clasp those hands before softening back down. If this is a little inaccessible to you, you can always hold your leg a little more up. So a little bit more towards the glutes themselves rather than the knee. Choosing what works for you here. And again, leaning slightly to the right if you are looking for more sensation today. Breathing here. Bringing the attention to the left glute, left hip. Using the breath to release. Slowly and steadily. Breathing it out on this last one. Let's drop the hips towards the right, maybe a touchdown with that left foot. Stretching the right out slowly. It's okay if you're just on the toes for this one. I'm just guiding my leg a little bit more down with the right hand. Don't worry about touching the floor with your knee or anything like this. You're just looking for that nice opening at the side of the left hip. And of course, the glute. Back to the breath. Always letting our body know that it's safe to release. No holding or control. Let's do 3 slow breaths from here. Using your hands to just bring your knee back, bringing both knees into the chest for a second, maybe bringing up the head to big squeeze to reset. And releasing. Okay, we're coming up to seated from here. So sitting up nice and tall. We're going to repeat the first movement, but seated. So let's see how that feels different for you than laying down. Just bending my left knee slightly here, bringing my right knee on top. So of course, the more you bend this left leg, the more intense the stretch is going to be. Okay, so if you are still very tight on the right side, just keeping this leg more or less extended. Supporting yourself, however, feels nice here. So you can even do this sitting up against a wall with your back if you need a little bit more stability in your core. And you can always play around with leaning forward a little bit more. Okay, so just holding it in a place that feels quite comfortable, but we are looking for a little bit of sensation here, of course. Breathing when we're there. Really softening the hips. Of course, we just had our hip flexor day, so this is the perfect follow-up. Really giving that area of the body the attention it deserves. Go ahead and unwind. So I'm just even using my hands to guide my leg, stretching it out and wiggling it out. Before moving on to the next and final side. So deciding how much you want to have that right leg bent, left foot comes over the right knee, making that nice open angle with the hip. And again, deciding how close you want to be to the leg. This is going to be your most advanced option. And then of course, leaning back a little bit is going to help you dose some of that body weight between the hands and the hips. Finding your stretch for today. Breathing there, 4 slow breaths. Really thinking about melting in the hips here, softening the lower body as much as possible on our last breath. Gently uncrossing the legs. Let's do a couple of wipers to end today's challenge session. Just giving our glutes a little massage here after stretching them out. Ending our session on a calm note.